girl, Luscious Barbie. Let's talk Dallas. We're here in the building. DJ Good with it behind the camera. It's All Goodwitit TV on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. We're in the building with Deonte, the owner of 40,000 Feet. So go check that out. Please. So let's jump right into it. Hey Deonte, first of all, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good.
That's good. Okay, so we gotta know. So what does 40,000 feet mean?
40,000 feet / ALT40K for a short saying. It means basically being high, like being high above, different situations, different aspects of life, just viewing life, like I said, from a higher perspective. Like I said, it's not for the average person. It's for a person who goes above and beyond whatever they're trying to do.
Okay, and what made you start it? Like, what was you just like sitting around like, okay, I love to smoke, I'm gonna just build my brain off of that, or what was your motivation to do it?
Really working a 9 to 5, going to work, going over and beyond for a job who doesn't recognize you for your contributions to the company. And like I said, for me, I looked at it as, why not go over and beyond for myself?
Right.
So that's primarily where it came from. Then again, I look at other people and their brands and what they represent and how folks support it. So that played a major part into being able to come up with this.
Okay, and then what made you go into like, okay, I'm gonna go full throttle, I'm gonna do merch? Because if you follow him on Facebook or Instagram, if you follow the brand, you'll see shirts, shorts, you'll see all different merch, and it's really something that's catchy. And even somebody that doesn't, if you don't participate in smoking, it's something, a brand that you could wear and it could mean something differently to you, or you might just like the colors. But what made you come up with the merch?
Like I said, I looked at Burner. I don't know if a lot of folks know who Burner is, but he has his own brand called Cookies. And he pretty much puts his brand on everything. Like, I was watching an interview he had with Jack Thriller, and he was saying he made so much money off of his brand. Like I said, he started with it coming up, however he came up with it. And his idea was, I'm gonna put this brand on everything that I touch. And like I said, that inspired me. Currency. Yeah. Like I said, Spitter. Shout out to Spitter. He definitely plays a major role into the things that I do. Like I said, because I really fuck with the Jet Life Corporation. Like I said, his company, his brand has definitely inspired me to, you know what, I can get this on my own.
Right.
On my own hustle. So those two people really played a major role into why I have what I have.
Okay, and I see you are out here, because my segment is behind the grind, so we always want to know what's behind the grind. So we always see you, on social media where you'll go to a show and you have people wear your merch. What are some of the people that have worn your shirts?
My boys back home, like I said, I'm from Wisconsin, so my boys, Rich, Wayne, Kurt, big fella, they've been a very big supporter of mine. Like I said, I don't know, like I said, I just try to get people to wear it, to be out and about in it. And like I said, just content I can build on. Like I said, even if I gotta give something out for free, hey, just tag me in this or whatever. So that's, I got those as, them people as far as my supporter, random people, even people in different states, like I said, California, Nevada. Shout out to Hippie Graphics 702, my Mason. We did a collab. He's been a big supporter. DJ Mike Louie, DJ from Las Vegas, now living in Cali. He DJs for Compton Ave. And like I said, he's been a major supporter ever since I met him. Like I said, my boy Marcus right there. My boy Ethan, like I said, just trying to empower other folks to be as great as they can. So my thing was, all my supporters I'm trying to, you know, invest back into them. So I feel like if I can create an avenue for myself, then I can help someone else create their avenue. So that's where a lot of my support really just comes from. Just trying to help other people.
Okay. So a lot of people, like how you said, you know, going from that 9 to 5 mindset, like I feel like that's a major thing, is the mentality of leaving from being a worker to being an employer, because one day you're going to have to employ somebody. So getting out of that mindset and going from, okay, I'm working for somebody and now I'm working for myself, even if you have to get your income from somewhere else, what do you feel like is the major struggle of transitioning that mentality?
Like I said, when you're working, you know, a regular job, you know, clocking in on somebody's time clock, you know, that becomes routine. And like I said, you know, once you get used to something for so long, it becomes the norm. And like I said, actually, you know, what the world portrays is if you don't have a job, you don't do this, you know, you're viewed as this specific type of person. And like I said, for me, understanding that whatever work I put into myself is the result in the end. And my thing is, you know, I know my work ethic at work, so I apply that with my day-to-day life to the point where it's like, okay, I know what I'm going to go in here and make, but if I spend those same amount of hours outside of work, grinding, hustling, trying to network and trying to get my stuff going, who knows what the outcome will be. So, like I said, that's where it came from. Like I said, the biggest step for me was just stepping out on faith and doing it. It's not, like I said, it's not like I can't go back and get another job. But it's like, you know what, there are going to be struggling times coming up, because everything is not going to be peaches and cream. Like I said, I have good weeks, I have bad weeks, and weeks it's like, damn, you know, I gotta try to sell this. I've been sitting on this for too long, or I don't have the money to get this made right. You know, stuff like that occurs every time, but I feel like without those moments, you can't enjoy and appreciate the good things that come with, you know, the success of running your own business. Right.
That's the one thing that I love about entrepreneurs is the you know, a lot of people feel like this is guaranteed money. And I hate when people say that, because at a job, nothing is guaranteed. They can tap you on the shoulder and be like, hey, we don't need you no more, you know, but your bills are still going to be guaranteed. You are the only thing that's guaranteed. So if you know, like, you know, people are like, oh, I'm not working a job unless it's $20 an hour. But if you have your brand, you have merch, okay, I'm going to sell this outfit today for $90. Tomorrow I can sell it for $50 if we don't sell, but I can make that in a couple of minutes, you know. But people don't grasp that, and they feel like I have to be guaranteed to somebody's clock. And that's fine, because everybody is not meant to branch out or do something. But I always encourage, if you're going to do something, you got to go hard. You got to go with yourself. But it's not, that's what I kind of started behind the grind, because you always see on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see the glitz and the glam, and like, oh, I'm driving this Ferrari, but we don't see how you got there. And that it's a lot of people stuck on the couch or stuck wherever you're watching. You like, dang, I always wanted to do this. I always wanted to do that. And it's kind of like, you gotta just do it. If you don't do it, you don't know. Trial and error is really the best teacher, because it's so many different things that you're gonna run into. But what do you feel like the most important part of building a business, as far as like, do you feel it's more of the legal part, or do you feel more in marketing, or just the face-to-face network? Because a lot of people feel that I can just jump on Instagram, start a brand, it's gonna boom, I'm gonna get 100K followers, and then I'm gonna sell out. Like, what do you feel your views are on
that? It definitely takes a lot of work. Like I said, you have to take in the good and the bad that comes with it. For me, like I said, it's just you take it day by day. You know, again, some days are going to be better than the others, but you, like I said, you learn from every situation. I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's a lot that goes into it, because, like I said, dealing with what I'm trying to deal with. Like I said, the ultimate goal for my brand is to be able to have a place where people can come smoke weed together. You know,
like a cigar lounge, but for weed.
Yeah, and like I said, you know, when I first started this, a wise man once told me, you have to know the rules better than anybody else, so can't nobody tell you This and that. Because then if it comes back and they're wrong, then guess what?
Right.
You're in trouble. So for me, just researching actually what I want to do. Like I said, knowing the in between the fine print, like knowing everything. Well, I wouldn't say knowing everything, knowing as much as I can. Like I said, it's a learning process to the point where you're always going to be, things change, laws change, et cetera, et cetera. So that was the first step, like as far as knowing what I want to do. Because like I said, things change. Like I said, 'cause the idea was to have my own dispensary. And I kind of went away from that because it costs a lot of money to have a dispensary. Like then your record has to be squeaky clean. You got to be able to have, certain investors backing you up. It's a lot that goes into it. So, like I said, that's for knowing what you need to know in the market that you're, researching. And even that comes into play. Like, you have to know your market. Like I said, there's a certain type of people that's going to deal with my brand. Again, my brand is for everybody, but, people who do what I do, they catch on.
Right.
They relate. And like I said, trying to tap out into a uncharted market, you have to research that because, you have to figure out a way to be able to look appealing to them. Like I said, as far as the marketing aspect go of it, like I said, with mine, what I'm trying to do is much different than somebody else. But you can also explain, go by the same rules. So with my marketing aspect of it, you just have to invest money into it.
Right.
Like I said,
was that ever scary for you? Like, dang, okay, I'm gonna have to take this money and put it into my brand and then still live my regular life?
No. Like I said, with that, it was just basically this money will invest into more money. Like I said, you can to get more views, get more exposure on what you're trying to do, and it'll pay off. Like I said, I might be selling 3 T-shirts a week. I pay this marketing, now I'm selling 6. And, that double. And so, I look at it like that, like, okay, marketing is key.
Right.
Of course, the best marketing is word of mouth. Saying, oh, I know this, versus, paying on Instagram, like I said. So that's how I look at it with marketing. Like I said, you have to put money into it to be able to see the results you want to see.
Okay, so now we talked about the brand, the behind the grind segment. Now we got to do a Let's Talk Dallas exclusive. So I got a couple exclusive questions that are going to be a little personal. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay. You said that's stern? Like, that's fine.
It's cool.
Okay. So if you could pick any porn name, what would it be?
Makai Piper.
You thought about that a couple times? Why Makai Piper?
Somebody told me I look like Makai Piper, and
okay, get it. Body double, but for Pornhub.
Yeah, you won't see it if you come in the search results.
Oh, damn. You already looked it up?
No.
Okay. So we're going to play the bucket list. So you're going to pick a question out of the bucket. I'm going to shake it up a little bit. This is a jar, so don't do too much. So you're going to pick a question out of here. Got to answer the question. If you don't want to answer the question, you have to take this nasty, I found the nastiest
I'm just going to answer the question.
Cream cum shot. So you have to take it if you don't answer. So pick a question, any question, and read it out loud.
If you can choose another rap name, what would it be?
Okay, so if you could choose a rap name, what would it be?
Tay Poppy.
Tay Poppy?
Shout out to Jameson.
Okay, pick another one because that one's not real enough.
Damn. Would you rather to never take a shower or never brush your teeth? I would probably never brush my teeth.
Never brush your teeth?
I mean, I can
Are you gonna
always.
be out here just talking to people?
I mean, I'd rather be talking to people than just be funky. I mean, it's a lose-lose situation.
Right. I mean, I guess there's always gum, I guess. I don't know.
I was thinking of that.
Okay, one more. Let me see. I'm gonna pick you.
Even though that is shaking them up and you read. Type of mess.
Okay. Okay. Would you rather swallow a balloon full of worms or a cup full of your best friend's cum?
I would definitely go with the worms.
That's nasty. I would just say the
Hey,
balloon
you got
and get it
people-
over with.
Mm-mm.
So you don't eat ass?
No. Hell no.
Okay. Okay. I don't know why she was like, you don't eat ass.
No.
Because that would be nastier than the cum. But that's nonetheless.
I'll stick with the worms.
Okay.
At least I know that's good protein.
What you was watching, like, what movie is it? The Bug's Life?
No. Discovery Channel.
Okay.
National Geographic.
Okay, I thought you were talking about Bug's Life when I was, okay. But, okay, so you as a business owner, how do you juggle, like, life and business, like your personal life and business? How do you juggle that? Like, how do you still have a life? Do you still go out? Do you still travel?
Well, of course I travel. Like I said, that's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, interacting with different parts of the world, because everywhere is different than what you're used to. Like I said, if you go out west, it's totally different from what you see in Texas. If you go to Florida, it's totally different what you see here. Even when you go up north, so everywhere is different from the next. I mean, places might be similar, but it's different. You know, different lingo, different slang, anything you can think of, food. So I still travel. Like I said, going out as much. Like if I'm gonna go out, I'd rather go out of town. Like I said, when I'm at home, I think about my business pretty much 24 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can turn that switch on from, okay, I'm watching a game, let me not focus on this. But yet I'm on Instagram, you know, doing the commercials, looking at this, looking at that, researching this. So, like I said, it's definitely a 24-hour grind, but you learn to balance it as you go. Like I said, you learn to make time for what you need and what you don't need. You learn to put your energy where it matters, because again, time is the only thing that you don't get back. So for me, I hate just sitting around thinking, damn, I could have been doing something today. So that's why I wake up early every day as if I was going to work, but I'm doing what I want to do. So like I said, as far as balancing out time, it's just all what you make it to be. Like I said, you, as a person, you know what you can make time for and what you can't. And you know when to focus on something and when not to.
Do you feel like this is your passion? Like you found your passion?
I wouldn't say it's my passion.
What's your passion?
My passion was always to play ball. Like, you know, who wouldn't want to get paid?
Like Kobe?
Of course. But no, I wouldn't say this is my passion, but I found something that I enjoy that gives me a challenge. Like I said, I can treat it as if, you know, I was still hooping or whatever. Just trying to be successful at what I want to be successful at. I feel like that's the ultimate goal. Like I said, you know, you don't have to be passionate about what you do in order to be happy with what you do. And that's just how I treat this. Like I said, I treat it as if it's another, you know, I'm the point guard or whatever position I'm playing, and I'm the go-to guy. So,
that's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. And okay, so for another Let's Talk Dallas exclusive, since you're in Dallas, what do you feel is your favorite restaurant in Dallas?
It depends on what we're talking about eating.
Like your favorite food, your favorite. It could be any type of food, but what do you feel like your favorite place? Like if you could go anywhere in Dallas to eat, where would be your number one spot?
I don't want to say this is hard. Then again, you know, there's no one spot. I mean, if I had to choose
The top three.
Okay. Saltgrass. I love this steak butter. The steak butter is what got me.
Just the butter? Okay.
But it tastes good on steak. Carrabba's. You know, folks are used to Olive Garden. No, Carrabba's is legit.
I never tried that either. I'm gonna have to try it.
Me too. And
is it better than Maggiano's?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't think I've had that, but
you never had it? It's inside no price. So good they give you a plate to go. Okay.
And the last, I'm gonna just add a barbecue place in there, Off the Bone.
Off the Bone? That looks good.
Yeah. Just,
what do you feel like is different from, you from Milwaukee? What's different from Dallas and Milwaukee? Like as far as all around music wise, business wise, is it faster, is it slower? What do you feel like is different?
Dallas is a city of opportunities. Like I said, coming from a small town, though we're by Chicago, coming from a town, a small city to a metroplex, is, you know, you can definitely see the opportunities. Just the way things look, like, you know, back home things are crammed in, you know, the inner city's mostly black, you know, trashy looking kind of. You have like to go out, you have to see like the nicer homes and stuff. Here it's just, it's a lot more people. You know, don't get me wrong, you got a lot of people back home, but here you got races from all over. You know, Dallas has an international airport, so they're flying overseas. You know, you don't have that back home. Like I said, it's just a lot that comes with being in Texas, period. Like, it's cheaper, a better quality of life in certain aspects. Job-wise, it's a lot of jobs here. Like if I was back home, I don't want to say I don't know what I would do, but you know, I don't have as many options as I do here. So even the people, like I said, the people's different here. You know, you got your assholes here, you know, here and there, but then again, you got a lot more genuine people in Texas. Like I said, it just varies. Like I said, you know, the land, how things look, you know, the activities at night, the activities for kids, the weather, of course, that's first and foremost.
Cold.
Well, we have winters. We have 4 seasons. You know, you got your fall, winter, spring, summer. Here's, you know, it's a mixture of everything. Unpredictable, but the weather's better. Like I said, there's just a lot more to do here.
So would you encourage your family and friends in Milwaukee to move to Dallas?
No. I mean, I've been in Texas for so long, so I know the goods and the bad.
Okay.
And I was just encouraging them. I would just encourage them to move away from the city. Okay. You know, start something new. Like, the world is just bigger than Milwaukee. Like I said, before I left, you know, I didn't want to come here. It was just to the point where it was just like, okay, I'll go. And then when I got here, like, it changed my life. You know, from seeing how big the high schools is, you know, how big they take sports here, and to even going to college. Like I said, I went to PV, and, you know, first time on campus is not what you see in the movies. Right. But, like, you know, party every night. Man, but it's different. It's like, damn, look at this. You know? So, like I said, it's a big difference coming, you know, growing up in Milwaukee and then growing up here.
Okay. So, you know, y'all got a little snippet interview. You know, you got enough to know about the brand, 40,000 feet. Check that out. Check out the merch and all of that. You got to know about Deonte. Make sure you follow him. Let them know where to find you.
You can definitely follow me at ALT40K. You can follow me on Facebook at 40,000 feet. That's the numbers. 40,000 feet. So you can follow me on Twitter at ALT40K. And yeah, I think that's it. Or my personal profile, Tay Poppy, TAY_POPPI_.
All right. Do you got anything you want them to look out for? Any events, any vendor, anything that they need to stay tuned for?
Yes. I'm trying to host an event for other clothing brands or photographers, anybody who's trying to get their stuff off. Like I said, it's still in the works, still processing some things. And like I said, I'm also looking to work with any up and coming people or people who, after they've watched this interview, who would love to collab or work on something. I'm always down to help out someone else.
Okay. And you know where to find me. It's your girl, Luscious Barbie. Let's talk Dallas interviews. DJ Good with it behind the cam. It's All Good with the TV. Sponsored by Too Good to Be True. Look out for that. And Good Eats coming soon. Till next time.